Intern, good morning! Oh, look at all these happy people. Look at all these happy people. You know what these happy people over here need? They need another gift cart so we can see even more people wearing our hats and putting on our t-shirts and carrying around our little puppets. But they're going to be even happier soon because of this. Look at this. Look at this. We've got progress. Progress, Intern. Over here, we're going... Ooh, yes. And the fallow deer is pregnant. That's fantastic. Right here, we are going to put the restaurant. And then over here, we have our endangered species research lab. We need to add another one in here so that they can focus on breeding the endangered Spanish lynx. I'm very excited to have these guys. These two are a mating pair of Spanish lynx that we are going to add in right over here. And hopefully we will be able to bring their numbers up. Estimates have it that there are only about 1,000 left in the wild. They are losing a lot of habitat due to agriculture, and they're considered an agricultural pest since they do like to hunt things, since, you know, they're cats and they do that. But they also like to hunt our deer and the ducks. So one of the first things we're going to need to do is put in a little bit better of a fence right here. Don't be fooled by these hedges, Intern, believe it or not. These hedges are super strong. Not even a dinosaur could get through these particular hedges. So we don't need to worry about that, but I want to make sure that we put in something a little bit stronger right here so that our deer don't have any reason to worry, and the lynx, you know, they don't get up to any funny business. Alright, so let's come over here and find just the right addition to put on the side, and then we can get to work decorating their exhibit. Believe it or not, even though they are forest animals, ooh, like this one. I think that this, yeah, look at that fence. What a nice wooden fence. Very nice looking. In fact, I might actually use this fence for the rest of the lynx exhibit. And then we can just put in the windowed stone wall right along here. Yeah, look at that. Look at that. Very nice indeed. Put that there. Put this here. Ah, why, Scar? Why can't you just stay with us? We want you here. Except the fact that this is way too tall of a fence, isn't it, Intern? I wasn't really paying attention to that. Let's see. We want one that is equal height, please. That's better. Oh, and the white-tailed deer is pregnant too. We're gonna have deer babies out the yin-yang. We'll have to ship those guys out by the bucketful, I have a good sense of. Good, and there's that half a star back. Stay with us. I think we need 5 stars just for a second so we can get our poor beavers some branches so they can make their little dens, their little dams. Alright, so the next up, we're gonna decorate the lynx exhibit, and they're actually scrubland animals, believe it or not. They kind of live in sort of like a semi-desert scrubland in Spain. I didn't know there were semi-desert scrublands in Spain, so that was quite interesting to learn. Calm down, water mongoose. They're still not having babies for us. Maybe they don't like each other. We might have to try some new water mongoose. Oh, this little girl's happy. She's watching those guys. Good. She's watching our soldier birds as they call out to each other. And I'm also thinking, Intern, that we might add like some small exhibits, say for the Ohm, and maybe for a lizard or something over here that people can walk through. So we might tweak this a little bit. Ah, that half a star is just taunting us. But for now, let's just focus on getting our Spanish lynx in, because I'm going to be very happy. Let's see, alpine, benthic, cretaceous. We have so many new grass types to pick from. It's almost ridiculous. Very nice though. Okay, let's see. Rocky, no. It's kind of more temperate, forest-ish with a mix. So I'm thinking it's more like temperate forest mixed with scrublands, with more scrublands. Alright, let's get the temperate forest down. Then semi-desert scrublands a little bit. And I think we're going to give the lynx a little more elevation to work with too. Just a few little hills and things kind of along the back. Not too steep because we don't want them to like not be able to climb everywhere. But I just don't want it to be boring for them. You know, they're cats. They like to explore. Kind of like our beautiful wild cats that we have back there. They enjoy exploring. In fact, instead of going up, we might go down a little bit. Oh, the porcupine's pregnant again. That's a good thing. And then, whoops. Well, flatten kind of works. Alright, gentle smoothing. Gentle smoothing, Intern. and the American beaver's giving birth, we have no problem keeping up with our beaver population. I will definitely say that. Okay, semi-desert. And now comes the fun part. Covering this place in plants so that it doesn't look so deserted. Oh, but before we do that, as usual, intern, these are things that you're going to have to learn so that one day you can handle this yourself. But we should probably put in their cave exhibits first. They're not very big cats. They're actually smaller. These lynxes are smaller than their cousins, the Eurasian wildcat, or the Eurasian lynx, I should say. There we go. Good. Look at that. They've got like this nice little hollow where they've got their little cave. I like it. Alright, so what else do they need? We need to add some food. So we're going to kind of put a mix of fish, chicks, and meat scattered in, I think. Might toss in some live food for them to chase. Scrub rock formation. Let's do some research into that. That sounds fascinating. Also, everyone loves watching the cats go after the scratching post, so we'll put that here. And they also love watching the cats go after the post with ice, so we'll put that here. Then let's go ahead and add in a little bit of water. Nice, nice. Just a teensy weensy bit. Whoops daisy. That's a little more than I was thinking. Alright, then come over here and smooth that out a little bit. Yeah, that's not so bad now. Maybe flatten it back here a little bit so that they can actually climb on that spot. There, see? But it gives it kind of that elevated scrubland look that I think the cats are really going to appreciate. Ooh, we can put some weeping myrtles over here. Nice. Alright, some shepherd's trees sprinkled about. These are endangered trees too, so it makes me happy to add them over here. Endangered trees for the endangered animals. Alright. And then cactus. Isn't that just so fascinating? These guys get cactus, and these are gorgeous cactus. I really like the look of these ones. Alright, sprinkle those around. A fig tree. Fig tree sounds like a good thing. I always think of olives and figs when I think of... Oh, the mallard babies are hatching! Let's go check them out. Mallard babies, little duck ducks. Little duck ducks. Look at all the eggs! All the eggs hiding in here. Where are you, little duck duck? Oh my goodness, look at them. Oh, they're so cute. Come out from the bilberries so I can see you, my loves. Come out from the bilberries. Oh, there they go. Oh, they're so cute. You guys gotta watch out. I learned... Oh my gosh, are they going in a row? They are. That's the cutest thing ever. They're just going in their little row together. Oh, you guys are adorable. Hello, dear. How are you? Doing good. Don't eat these babies. We learned in turn that the deer occasionally snack on helpless little nesting ground birds. So we definitely don't want to let them snack on our adorable little babies. Alright, so let's come back over here. Focus on our lynx again. It's looking pretty nice. Looking pretty nice. Ooh, the scrub rock formation is complete. I don't think there's any way we can get this to fit neatly. Well, maybe there? And then move things around a little bit. Let's see. Scoot, 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 scoot. And, oh, that's what happens. So if we flip it, we might be able to make it look like a nice little... There. It looks kind of nice, because it kind of looks a little bit like it's pouring down. Like this is connected somehow. I like that effect. Don't think we need you. My goodness, that's a lot of... I can't reach... Okay, so that tells me that that keeper's stuck somewhere. Let's look for Keeper Apple real fast, because I think that he has managed to get himself good and trapped in some sort of location. Keeper Apple! There you are! Why don't you go ahead and get in here? There, that's better. They get so confused so easily in turn. That's why I have to take some of them under my wing and train them personally, like I'm doing with you. Alright. So let's jump back in here and sprinkle in just a couple more plants. Red Deer 2 is now pregnant. Wonderful, wonderful. Not the shepherd's tree. I really want... Where's the... Oh, there's the olive tree. Whoa! That wasn't part of the plan? Why do I always do these things in turn? There we go. I think think that tidied things up. I'm always making a mess with the elevations, and then Ben is gonna call me up and be like, I heard that you're getting your people trapped inside of pit holes again, and it'll be true, and it's very embarrassing when it's true. Alright, let's sprinkle a few plants around. Make it look nice. You have to be discerning with what you add to the scrubland. They actually do live in pretty heavily, scrub-bushy scrubland. Because these cats, like most cats, do rely on hunting through stealth. Being able to sneak up on something and then pounce, and they've got it. Alright, there's these. Nice! This is turning into a very nice exhibit. I'm quite proud because it was a little distressing when I learned that, you know, they're not exactly surrounded by rich, foresty open greenery. But I think I'm making do pretty well. I'm only adding a little bit of that rich, foresty open greenery. Alright, maybe a couple lavender. Lavender, I guess, wouldn't be very practical here, but okay, let's go with oregano. See, it's very fragrant. We've got our figs, we've got our olives, we've got our oregano. These cats are living a gourmet dream. Alright. Prickly pear cactus? No. Ooh, definitely the hamel, though. Look at that. That is just absolutely beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. I love it. Okay, let's add a few of them down here. Now, one of the useful things that you can learn in Intern is how to cover up these jagged edges when we have done some construction with elevation. And if you don't want to smooth it out because you kind of like the look of things, you can just kind of gently cover it up with plants. And then they round off those sharp edges so that you don't have to worry so much. And there's the agave. Now, agave is really popular. Wow, look at that cow horns agave. Let's put in some California cabbage agave. Let's see. They're huge! But yeah, agave is actually pretty popular where these cats live, so adding in a few of them, even though it looks, isn't it such a fascinating mix? The world is not as gently, evenly split into different types of plants as we sometimes think. So that's one of the reasons it's really fun to work with these plants and realize, oh hey, there's like cactus living next to these really lush wildflowers that you normally find in forest. Because there's places in the world that can support that kind of diversity. That's what I love about doing this with you, Intern. Hopefully we're both learning new things all the time. Alright, let's see. Alright, that's as good as we can get with the plants back there. And then let's go ahead and add in some of their food items now. And a few fish. Let them have a couple fish and a bone to chew on. And then let's try... Alright, we're gonna gently hide some chicks, because that's unfortunately a big part of their diet. There, some food there, some more chicks up there. Sigh, I don't like adding the chicks, but it's gotta happen. And then they've got their shelter, they've got their trees. I think it's good. I think it's good. We just need to add the zookeeper gate. Zookeeper gate. Zookeeper gate. Right there. Wonderful. Alright, let's pick them up and put them in. There's one lynx. Be free! Ooh, it's so small! Yeah, this variety is quite a bit smaller than the Eurasian cousin. And then we'll put other lynx, put there. Be free, my little ones! Alright, and then let's come up and see how they're doing. Oh, they're beautiful. Look at that. Oh my gosh, this exhibit turned out really nice. Wow. Wow. Oh man, look at it. He's going straight for the fish. Wow, so it's a little bit hard to get around, but I think it'll be good for them. Look at that. That is just so beautiful. Oh my goodness. You are gorgeous. Do you have any idea how gorgeous you are? He's already like playing with the fish in there. You guys are silly. Getting a drink. Are you chasing that fish? Oh, so pretty. Yeah, it's swimming. Check that out. And there's a missing fish. I do believe that it has quite happily eaten a fish. And American Beaver 17 is now pregnant. That is hilarious. Look at you guys go. Well, hopefully they will breed successfully, because they are considered endangered at current population levels. Look at you. Oh wow, I really like this exhibit actually. This turned out very, very nice for them. Somebody's marking territory. Woo! Wow, what a growl! Oh man, look at all the people. People, come look at this. You guys are gonna love this. I just know you are. Alright. Let's see, let's grab some binoculars, because everyone wants binoculars. Just helps you to see inside, see what's going on in there. Okay, so there's a pair of binoculars for you. And then let's grab some benches. And tuck a couple benches over here. Wow, look at that whole crowd of people walking this way. Alright, let's put that there. Let's put this here. Oops, they're facing the wrong way again. You know, it's really hard when it's just a log to remember which way these are supposed to go in turn, so thank you for helping me out with that. Alright, and then where are our donation boxes? Let us tuck the donation box right here. No, why? I want that star back. Come back, star. Nice, nice, nice. And then let's see, let's get a little forest fountain going over here, so it's in front of everything. And then it will kind of... Now it's not even, Intern. That really bothers me. I can't focus if it's not even. Okay. Remove forest fountain. Why is the mallard... This particular mallard is having a hard time. Are you getting some water now? Now it's getting some water. There, it's drinking the water. It just had to find the lake. I wonder if its mom didn't show it how to get there. Because the that's better. That's much better. Alright, let's get one of those. Where's that really pretty? I like this one, the Harmal. Let's get some of that in here. Oh, what a growl. Oh, somebody's unhappy. We'll find out why in just a second, though. Intern, I am very pleased with how our forest exhibit has gone. Now that we've really given it some dedicated attention and effort. Oh, and we still need to see if we can get a picture of that peacock, too. Wow, holy moly, everyone's over here. Well, I guess now's a good time to see if we can add in that restaurant. There's already a bathroom right over here, so let's see about getting a restaurant in here, since we've got such a crowd. And yes, we would add one in right about here. Hopefully that's a good spot to put it, and we'll just leave that there. We're going to decorate in between these different areas. Let's see. Whoops, not animals. Let's see. What about a gift shop? I don't know if a gift shop should go this tucked away from everything, though. Can we have a gift shop yet, Intern? I don't know. Let's look through the catalog. Those are windows. Oh, you know, compost building would be a good thing for us to have as well. Oh, good. We can have all of our discovery kiosk and everything now. That's very important. So we'll get some of that added. Those are staff center. Shetland pony ride. We might make the pony rides available. I bet people would love that. Let's see. Animal photo booth. Yeah, we can have a little gift shop. I wonder if that would be worth it. There seem to be a ton of people over here. So I wonder if it's a good idea to add in a little gift shop just like right here. And then put some trees and stuff and put another little exhibit right over here. Or if people will just kind of trickle away and not be by the gift shop anymore. Well, I guess we can always move it if we really need to. Let's see, put it like that. Maybe we should just do it like this. There we go. Then let people walk into the gift shop. Hopefully that'll work. Can't reach the branches, huh? Oh my gosh. Well, let me add in a ton more because our deer are all having babies. Whoa, you guys. Whoa. Going through those branches. If we don't feed them the branches, they might start eating the baby ducks. And that would be terribly sad. Alright, Mallard 11's really hungry. How come? Probably need to add in a lot more food for them too. Some more insects and things like that. There's that. There we go. There, look at that. The restaurant's really kicked off. We'll have to think up a cool name for that. Can't see any animals from here. We have binoculars to solve that very problem, my dear. Oh, European fallow deer number 2 has just given birth. Aww. Oh, look at that. Beautiful mom and baby. You guys are absolutely gorgeous. Well, there we go. Whew. And let's see, what is he complaining about? Can't find an ATM. Well, let's go ahead and help him out with that, but that means we might have to put another ATM. Oops, and it looks like someone is kind of stuck. There we go. Hey, there you go, sir. There's ATM number 2 right here. ATM number 2. It's wide open for you. Nope, he wants to go to ATM number 1. That's fine. Here you go. What an odd duck. What an odd duck of a gentleman he is. There you go. Well, I hope he's happier. And I think that this is pretty good for now. We definitely have to spruce this area up. Like I said, I'm thinking about adding in some of the smaller animals in an enclosed exhibit over here. Maybe we'll enclose this whole thing. That might make it look pretty nice because we can put a nice little top on top of it and some plants and things like that. Another man complaining about an ATM over here, so maybe we need to move this over here as well. We're out to get your money, but we're trying to look like we're not. Out to get your money, but we're trying to look like we're not. Alright, this there, and then I'm gonna put that there. And what we're gonna do is put trees to kind of hide the ATM because, you know, it's just a big hunk of machinery and we're about a naturalistic zoo enclosure. But I think that's pretty good. I think that's pretty good indeed. So we have projects when we come back to here. But I think it's time to go check in on our Asian exhibit just to make sure everyone's doing alright over there and to get started on some of those projects too. Whew! Not to mention like all the other zones that we need to focus on too. My goodness, intern, my goodness. But everything seems to be going great over here. So we can leave here knowing that everyone's happy, the animals are happy, the people are happy, and things are going pretty good. Alrighty, intern, I will meet you tomorrow morning bright and early over in our Asian zone. So I'll see you there. Bye-bye!